United Airlines' relationship with airports has always been intriguing to me, and that only heightens following the latest threats involving New York's John F. Kennedy Airport, but more specifically directed towards the Federal Aviation Administration, which has led to, of course, the threats coming from the US-based carrier. Well, it's an ongoing debate around additional flights towards John F. Kennedy. If the airline cannot secure other flights into said airport, they've made the announcement and request/threat that they will remove their presence from JFK entirely from October, and now that's only next month. I know the year is obviously progressing relatively fast, and to think we're now on the brink of approaching the final stages of the calendar year is a bit of a shock even when I say it for videos. But to the topic at hand, Scott Kirby is definitely a familiar name on the channel and in the world of aviation. He is the chief executive at United and has directly written to the Federal Aviation Administration, asking them specifically to increase the capacity for the airline at JFK. In fact, as per an email seen by Reuters, they were urging the FAA to grant them additional space. However, giving the additional capacity from, say, the FAA to United in this sense is always a bit of a tricky maneuver, as there are many contributing factors to why it may be denied and or even debated to such an extent. For example, the FAA cited airspace capacity, runway capacity, and how changes to the number of flights United would get into JFK would impact surrounding flights at nearby airports. Of course, New York is truly the aviation hub and has an incredibly busy airspace. Anyone that has flown through it will definitely understand what I mean there. And that is even without extending the flights for United into JFK. It would be overall a process that would, yes, take time and only be granted if all fields were met. However, United are growing increasingly frustrated. They see the slots as perfect, and I quote, "It'll make them more competitive in the market." Without these additional slots, they don't believe they're put in a position where that's possible, especially following the amount of flights competitor airlines get into said airport, and keeping up with that is a difficult task. With the congestion also present around other New York airports, this has been a recent problem, and improvements to JFK, if you will, itself, as an airport, has meant that United firmly believes they are poised to reap the many rewards from obtaining those additional slots. I'd be very interested to hear your take on the matter. Do you think United is within their right to request these slots and or look to pull out of JFK entirely? Let me know below in the comments. To Daniel, Elliot, Leslie, Austin 9, Will, Jaden, Al-Walid, the FlashCubing, Neil, Don, Stefan, and Jam, thanks for being cabin crew members here on DJ's Aviation. Your support is greatly appreciated. Stay tuned and definitely keep your eyes peeled, as I'm very close to launching my brand new channel focusing on the wider aviation industry that I think many of you will enjoy viewing.